Are people with overfilled lips or cheeks or chin or jaw, whether by filler or fat grafts or implants, either visually impaired or crazy or stupid or all three?
Lip fillers, I'm still growing my lips. I really like the ultra pouty.
The filler look.
Yeah.
I normally get about 4 mil in the top and 2 mil in the bottom.
Have you ever had hyaluronidase injected in there to make them go down?
I want them bigger, not smaller.
My mum and dad definitely told me they looked big and silly, but who listens to their parents when it comes to things that they think is important?
Queen of Pop Madonna has condemned the slurs directed at her over the way she looked at the Grammys of 2023 as ageist and misogynistic. She attributes the puffy and swollen look to her face to being photographed with a long lens camera.
I am caught in the glare of ageism and misogyny that permeates the world we live in, and attributing her appearance to a long lens camera that she said would distort anyone's face.
Experts, however, say there's slightly more to it than that.
As we all saw on the Grammys, Madonna had some more work done. She has these balloon-like features. Her forehead, upper lid, cheeks, lips, chin, earlobes, all are large. This is likely the result of repeated fat transfers.
If Madonna really can't see that her face is overfilled, has she got body dysmorphia? That's the phenomenon, as you might know, where to everyone else you look normal, but to yourself you look lacking in some way. You consider that some of your physical features are too small, too big, wrong shape, wrong look.
To the outside world, to other people, someone with body dysmorphic disorder looks pretty normal. But for someone with body dysmorphic disorder themselves, they feel like they're terribly ugly, even disfigured.
This was probably when my lips were at their fullest and had about 4.5 mil in. So you can see that they're massive. You know, they are big, but I didn't see them as big.
In case you don't know, I'm Gina and I'm from London. Regarding Madonna and other individuals who have too much cheek filler or lip filler and so on, we should possibly be asking a different question.
If you overfill, does that mean you have body dysmorphia? So can you be overfilled and not have body dysmorphia?
I am no psychological expert by any means, but I think that Instagram model and former Kim Kardashian lookalike wannabe, Jordan James Park, is an example of someone who A, can see that he's overfilled, and B, as such, can't be classed as body dysmorphic.
Hello, my name's Jordan and I'm from England and I am addicted to lip filler. I've had filler in my chin, both lips, both cheeks, smile lines, on my forehead, and I've had Botox here.
Jordan's lip filler journey epitomises something of a snowball effect, which, against what I just said, could be something that's typically observed in sufferers of body dysmorphia.
After all the attention I got, it slowly got more and more. I used to go to the doctor and I'd get 1 mil, then it was 2 mil, and then it just got to the point where I found a doctor and I was just like, you know what, just give me it all.
Jordan loves standing out.
I just think my lips has really changed me as a person, and I'd be so normal and boring without them. That's the look you want to go for, good luck with that. But I would not like to walk into a room and people not notice me, whereas my lips walk into the room and people are just like, oh my God, I want to get to know him.
Some years on from then, however, Jordan made a rather shocking U-turn with his lips.
The lady who was doing that, Maxine McCarthy, she's took me on board, and her team, they've really helped me, you don't need all of this, you don't need the big lips. So she was the one that convinced me to go smaller.
So what now then? Does that mean you...
Jordan has long since returned, however, to the overdone look. I can't say whether or not Madonna has got body dysmorphia, but even experts say that body dysmorphia isn't necessarily either the only explanation or the underlying explanation for the phenomenon of overfilling.
So I think there's this fundamental psychological idea called supernormal stimuli. Supernormal stimuli essentially means there's particular looks that are supernormal or more than normal.
Ukrainian model Anastasia Prokreschuk is another individual who knows that her overinflated lips and cheeks look supernormal to others.
I understand that this is extraordinary, yes?
But she considers herself level-headed.
I'm not crazy, not stupid.
And she totally loves her look.
I look the way I do because I like this.
In line with that, she was not at all happy with the way she used to look.
When I was 26 years old, I understand that I look, that I'm not very pretty, yes? Because you see, I look like a hamster. My cheeks is here, and I love slim face.
With her supernormal look, Anastasia appears to exemplify the words of both Dr. Buchan and Dr. Chan.
Maybe this could explain why it's often been a battle to convince some of my patients that they've had enough filler. Maybe they want to look attractive at the expense of looking natural.
Interestingly, there is a school of thought which, on the basis of extensive research, takes the opposite view. To be exact, some studies have shown that unnatural-looking physical enhancements are a turn-off.
But it's also completely exaggerated, right? Like giant tits, small waist, enormous ass,
giant lips.
Yeah. Oh, that's the saddest one. And you're ruining the thing you kiss with.
Research has shown that unnatural-looking enhancements does not elicit the same pleasurable impression. In fact, exaggerated enhancements can often elicit a negative subconscious response like the kind you just saw.
While, in contrast, natural-looking enhancements are a turn-on.
Do natural-looking enhancements spark the same pleasurable impression than if the person were naturally or genetically born that way? According to Dr. Diane's research, natural-looking enhancements do give the same pleasurable impression.
The unrealistic beauty standards often portrayed on social media are, of course, another explanation for overfilling.
A lot of people on there, I think, touching up their photos to look a certain way, and in your mind, you don't click straight away that it's not reality. That these people have either touched up their photos or they've had things done, angles, lighting, and for me at least I know that was a trigger for how I should look. And if I don't look like that, I'm not worthy.
What sort of impact do you think social media has to play?
I think social media turbocharges
an good word for it.
Underlying sense of inferiority that many people have.
People ask to be overfilled because they've lost all perspective of what's normal and what's natural.
The problem is, you can totally lose perspective. And if you're looking at, if you're looking at something through a straw where you're just narrowly focused, you'll be seeing a totally different thing than if you stand back and look at the whole face.
Former Love Island contestant Faye Winter says it was only after seeing herself on Love Island that she realised that her lips looked ridiculous.
You say you felt great at that time.
Oh, I did. I didn't see it as a problem at all. I thought my lips looked great.
Yeah.
Until you came out.
Until I came out and saw myself from a different perspective. Obviously, when I saw myself on the show, I was like, oh, okay, no. And I saw the difference. It wasn't the comments.
Dr. Chan says that injectors themselves can lose perspective of what's normal and what's natural and happily collude with the overfilling of a patient. Former model Priscilla Caputo got addicted to lip filler because her boyfriend of the time kept making her have more and more. Her boyfriend of the time was a plastic surgeon.
Priscilla explained to sources that her boyfriend, who was a plastic surgeon, kept giving her lip fillers, and soon after so many sessions with him, she became addicted and couldn't stop. Her lips became too big, and because of her appearance, her modeling career tanked. After her photos were circulated online, she became an internet laughingstock, and she couldn't go back and undo what she had done to her lips because the damage was too much to repair.
If you've enjoyed this video, I recommend you to watch this one next. I'll meet you there.